remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
I celebrated my day 365 of womanhood, and Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever.
No, not the Port Clydesdale. You leave that horse out of this. Hi, I'm Nat, and today I want to give a brief update and reminder as to the whole Dylan Mulvaney Bud Light controversy. Budweiser released this ad this past Friday. Very pro-America, bringing back the Clydesdales, and please forget about what we did. But America has not forgotten, and they're still losing about $6 to $7 million after the boycott. And the CEO also decided to release a message kind of saying sorry, but not really. And all of the conservative-ish and right-leaning side of commentary is still kind of asking for an apology. But I think, number one, they're not going to get it. And number two, that's not really the main target of this whole upset that happened over Dylan Mulvaney. So let's see what the CEO had to say first. Our responsibility to America. As the CEO of a company founded in America's heartland more than 165 years ago, pandering, I am responsible for ensuring every consumer feels proud of the beer we brew, pandering. And then we hire a lot of people, and okay, here. We never intended to be part of a discussion that divides people. Monday, you shouldn't have hired a trans activist that targets children on TikTok. We are in the business of bringing people together over a beer. Pandering. My time serving this country taught me the importance of accountability and values upon which America was founded. Freedom, hard work, and respect for one another. And by the way, his time serving was not in the Army or the Air Force or the Navy. No, he worked for the CIA, so do with that what you will. And then he cares deeply about the country, the company. He will work tirelessly, great beers across the nation. He didn't apologize, and honestly, I don't really think he intended to. Because they took about 2 weeks, almost 2.5, to give any messaging. They were very quiet. But before the whole controversy went live, the VP of marketing decided to go on a podcast and talk about how she had a very clear mandate as to how to target younger consumers, and she thought this was the best way to do it.
I'm a businesswoman. I had a really clear job to do when I took over Bud Light, and it was, this brand is in decline. It's been in decline for a really long time, and if we do not attract young drinkers to come and drink this brand, there will be no future for Bud Light. So I had this super clear mandate. It's like we need to evolve and elevate this incredibly iconic brand. And what I brought to that was a belief in, okay, what does evolve and elevate mean? It means inclusivity. It means shifting the tone. It means having a campaign that's truly inclusive and feels lighter and brighter and different.
And you see, she uses this word, inclusion or inclusivity, to explain why she's changing the way Bud Light now targets consumers. And the best way to be inclusive is not to erase women from their own spaces. This is why people are so upset about the whole Dylan Mulvaney controversy. It doesn't really matter if Joe Rogan wants to seem a little less bigoted by drinking a Bud Light, or if Donald Trump Jr. wants to now say that Aneheuser-Busch and Budweiser Bud Light are great because he needs campaign funds for his dad's upcoming presidential run. So it's not about if Bud Light or Budweiser or Aneheuser-Busch decided to apologize, or if somebody spoke up for them or against them. It's about the real dangers of the trans radical movement. It's about them demanding more rights and taking away the rights of others, like women. It's about the targeting of children. And it's about the loss of safe spaces for women that were so hard fought for. That is the real issue, and that is the winning argument that we should all probably start focusing on. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Everybody also very quickly forgot about the trans shooter in Nashville, Tennessee. What happened to the manifesto? We still haven't seen that. We've also forgotten about all the threats and calls to violence by the trans radical movement, who believes it's under a genocide, even though they have no proof for it. They think that not allowing children to be castrated and mutilated equates genocide because we're not letting them be their true selves, even though children have no notion or ability to consent to any of the procedures that they want to put them under. Also, have we forgotten about the very real attacks on Parker Posey and Riley Gaines and Billboard Chris by these deranged trans radical activists? Those are the real issues.